So I just quickly wanted to mention out to you. So today we have a very huge gap up, and we personally didn't expect such a big gap up. So yesterday also the data was actually bullish only. The market data was actually shown bullish, but I personally didn't expect a 1,200 points gap up. And due to the very same reason, the position that we have taken yesterday is running in loss. So I'll just quickly tell you how the loss is. So we had shown you in Seroda account how to do it. So we are running at a loss of around some 4k, okay, around 3.5, 3.6k per lot. So that is why the 7k loss is being shown. Okay. Now, just like what we discussed yesterday, we have already learned for ourselves what a butterfly is. So we have already discussed for ourselves what a butterfly is. And for those of you who kind of actually understand this particular concept, uh, we already learned. So as time passes by, decay will keep on increasing and this blue line will go inside. Okay, we already learned that with time passing by, this blue line will gradually keep going inside. Okay, and yesterday when we did this particular position, Bank Nifty was trading somewhere at this particular point in between. That is, we had a range of 1,500 points on the upside and 1,500 points on the downside. So tell me, like, how much was the range yesterday on the upside and downside? Could you just let me know? Let's see how many of you were uh, present yesterday. So what was the range that we had on the upside as well as the downside on Bank Nifty? Any guess? There was no one who attended yesterday's meeting. So what was our break-even range? Okay, that's pretty bad. Nobody was there yesterday. So it was 1,500 points on the upside and 1,500 points on the downside. Okay, that is from this point. We had a 1,500 point on the upside and 1,500 point on the downside for the break even. So today, howsoever, what happens is that we have a very big gap up opening. That is, I didn't expect this after closing over here, 33,900, market opened somewhere at 35 100. Okay, that is a gap up opening of 1,200 points. 1,200 points gap up. That is like pretty big deal. 1,200 points gap up. So when we had a range of 1,500 points to break even, markets gave a 1,200 point gap up opening. So we should have only solved the put options. That would have been like that was actually our initial plan because I never expected such a big gap up. So now what will happen is I will go into loss. So right now also we are in loss, 2.5k per lot. Okay. So as time passes by, uh, if market is settling here itself, then we'll get a good profit if market manages to settle here itself. However, if market is going to go bullish, now the problem that we are going to face is with we'll go into more and more loss. Okay, we'll go into more and more loss if market goes bullish by any chance. Now, what can be done or what should be done? That is the next question. So I figure out for myself that in this particular case, my break-even point on the upside is 33,000, 35,300 something. Okay, 35,280 is the actual answer, including all my charges, all those stuff. So 33, 280 something would be our break even. So let's take it to be 35,300 for simplicity. 35,300 is our break even point. So after 35,300, what will happen to our position if market moves up? After 35,300, we'll go into loss. Okay, so beyond 35,300, if market is moving up, we'll start, this position will start going into loss. So beyond that is what we want to protect. So what I had just decided for myself is today, as of now, I'll be checking out only for fresh long side opportunities. That is, I'll look out for buy side opportunities on Bank Nifty. If Bank Nifty is capable of managing to break above the day's high, that is 35,150 for 35,150 is the point on the spot chart, 35,150. So if Bank Nifty picks above 35,150, I'll consider buying at the money calls that I'll look forward to buy 35 100 call options and I'll create long side positions. Okay. So once again, So all of you have this doubt. Will we take the maximum loss? That is, will we actually have to take the max loss? Okay. Will we actually have to take a situation where we'll have to book the max loss? So my logic is pretty simple. So in Bank Nifty, my break even point is 35. So even after such a 1,200 point gap up, our break even point is 35,300. Okay. And what I'll be looking forward to do is above this level, that is above the day's high. If Bank Nifty is looking bullish, or if it is managing to break the day's high, I will buy at the money calls in Bank Nifty. Okay. So by buying at the money calls in Bank Nifty, then this position is going to be converted into something like a bullish spread. And if market picks up, the at the money calls that I'll buy will compensate for the loss that I would be taking in the spread I did. Okay. So 35,000 call option. That is what we will once again look forward to buy, if at all Bank Nifty is managing to break above this. Okay. So let's kind of actually see how it goes, and if something else to be done, I'll be updating you. So as of now, we are taking a loss of some 2k per lot. Okay. Now, one more point I just wanted to mention is, if there is somebody who is like very much confused with spreads, so who is just getting started with spreads, so by this time maybe you can square off your positions. You can book a nominal loss and then come out, because by doing these, almost 80-90% of the times you're going to be right. So the mistake I did was that I solved the call option side also. When the markets were looking bullish, we solved the call option side also. The reason we solved call option was to get a better benefit of the spread. Plus, I personally didn't expect such a big gap up opening is going to happen. But such a big gap up opening has happened. But still, how we are still managing the positions. Okay. So many people kind of get scared by seeing the max loss. They kind of actually think, okay, the max loss over here is too huge. Max loss is 1.24 lakhs on the downside, and on the upside, max loss is around some 70k. So what I just wanted to mention once again is, you really don't have to take the max loss if you know how to do it. If you're monitoring your positions, you won't be having to get into a situation that you have to take the max loss. So our plan of today is, the market is going bullish, we'll go for buying at the money call options in the same size, so that if any upside moves to come in, we'll protect ourselves from the loss. Okay. So let's see how it goes. If market is to fall down, then there is nothing to do. Only if market is picking up, that is when we'll have to do something. Okay. So let's quickly just observe for a while and then decide what to do. Okay. And see what is happening. So does anyone have any queries over here? Okay. So an ideal situation would be where Bank Nifty falls down and fills in the gap. So that would be the best thing for us. Will Nifty close 16,850? Oh, I don't know. Okay. So something once again, like something that went against our plan was such a huge gap up opening. Such a huge gap up opening, I didn't expect that to happen. So we get some sort of a bullish pattern out here. Then we'll create long position on Bank Nifty. Okay, so we have some sort of a bullish engulfing getting formed over here, and at this particular point, this is a support level in Bank Nifty. So today, yeah, so we'll kind of actually have to be a bit careful and alert with our positions. So meanwhile, if anybody has any query, you can just feel free to unmute yourself and ask. So if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask. So if there is some sort of a bullish pattern or some bullish setup that is arising with a follow-up, then we'll go for a buy with our stop loss at the low. So anyone, any queries you have, just feel free to ask. You can just unmute yourself and speak. That'll be better. You can unmute.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hello, Hari.
Yeah. Hi, Shiva.
Uh, Hari, I am thinking that like maybe if today and tomorrow it's bullish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like we can think of buying next month call and like maybe like buying this month's put and create a strategy. I'm thinking, I'm not sure.
You can
Is
share.
it like good thing?
So in this sense, like until and unless like I see what you're doing, I can't say nothing. Like until and unless we see the payoff, we can't make a comment. So right now, yeah, market is
Okay,
actually bullish, but we don't know for how long it is. Okay.
okay.
Because the situation
Is
stable.
it good to like buy next month's call
Next
like
month
if
call,
we
no,
are
they won't be theta decay, but the premiums will be high, and if the market moves against you, you get a depreciation also.
okay?
Okay.
And to hedge that, like we can buy this week's put. Is it like
This
works that
week
way?
put though, it won't move much. Anyways, you'll be buying OTM puts.
Okay, it
Right.
works that way, right? To hedge that,
Honestly, it doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
No.
Okay, okay. Maybe I should like plot that in like Obstra and see.
Yeah, you can just
Like,
try
hmm,
it out and
okay,
figure out.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sure, Shiva. So, guys, like if you're getting a strong follow-up candle, then I'll just check out for some long side opportunities. Provided we have a follow-up. If we don't have a follow-up, then it's better that we just wait. So currently, wherever Bank Nifty is staying right now, like this is the point where we have the potential of realizing our max profit. That is this particular point or this particular place is that location where we have the possibility of gaining our max profit, that is like 12K per lot. 12K per set, I'm sorry. So we'll see how it is. Just have to wait. So today is going to be like a little bit of a waiting game. So our wish is that Bank Nifty somehow manages to settle here itself. We would like Bank Nifty to settle here itself without going up. That is, we want it to settle below this. It's somewhere here, maybe here. So that will do our job. Let's hope for that. If it manages to break above the day's high, that is when we should create longs. So right now, the price action that is being shown out over here is like kind of bullish. So we have a good support out over here. Uh, this was the day's low. Again, Bank Nifty touched this point, finds a support. Now it kind of actually starts picking up. Then we see some sort of a confusion candle getting formed. And maybe from here, again, it can manage to break above. So let's see how it goes. Sideways first half, second half, anything can happen. Yeah, so let us stay sideways for the first half. Then also we can somehow exit our positions and then set up a stop loss also if required. So I simply wanted to say, whatsoever happens, this max loss, though you can somehow avoid it. Okay, so theoretically, yeah, there is a max loss, but then so this is like one extreme case. Today, what we are witnessing is one extreme case where we have like such a huge gap up opening. So somehow, if you can actually do some directional position, the max loss situation can be avoided. Or else, what you should do is like at the time you're taking a small loss, you come out. You book the loss and just come out. Don't wait for max loss. Yeah, book profits and take new positions. That can also be done. So in my case today, see, I'm personally not personally trading today. I just wanted to show you these things. That's it. So I'm personally not trading because of the UP elections, all those stuff. So this position, though, I can just manage. So now, yeah. So we see that yeah is kind of getting bullish again. So we have a bullish closing itself, then we'll create some longs. So yeah, the price action is actually showing bullish, and I have just placed a buy order on 35,000 call option. Okay, so 35,000 call option. We just have quickly placed a buy order on this uh, because we feel the price action is actually showing bullish. And if at all the market kind of actually comes down, that is the price is kind of actually dropping down, and somehow the price manages to break below this low and then fall, then we'll just square off all the positions. That is the call option that we bought, we'll just square off, and then we'll just continue holding on to the other spread that we have. Okay. I'm already long side. So if the price is kind of coming down right now, I'll just exit all the positions that I have and then just square off whatever loss that we are taking. We'll just take and just come out. So as I mentioned to you, as the price was just showing some bullish price action, I have actually, what do you say? I have actually kind of entered the 35,000 call option. Okay, so the price action shown was kind of actually bullish. So now you see that the loss that we are taking is something like 4K per lot. So by any chance the price falls down, comes to our entry. So I have actually kept like a trail stop loss so that if at all by any chance price falls down, I'll kind of actually just take the loss over there. So whatever loss that is, my view is again going wrong. So whatever loss that I will be taking on the 35,000 will just come out. So maybe I'm coming out with a small profit also. Maybe some 1 point or 2 point profit also I'll come out. Maybe because this is a trigger. So if there's a big drop, maybe we take some small loss also. Then again we'll go check out for longs. As I mentioned, I'll be only looking out for longs. So I'll give you a time to ask all your queries, why I'm doing this, how we are doing this, what is the logic, how did we manage to make the delta the same, etc., etc. I'll give you time to ask all query. Don't worry. Okay. So today, kind of strange day, and today is like an extreme day when we are. Today is an extreme situation when we had like a 1,200 point gap of opening, and that we personally didn't expect for ourselves to happen. Okay, can call buy due to yeah, call buy is an adjustment, correct? So now call buy is an adjustment. Obviously, see, I don't buy options. You already know. So call buy is actually definitely an adjustment. So basically, we know our break even. Okay, I'll just take it out. So now the price is actually once again going back to our break even. See, this is our break even point. As I mentioned to you, 35 300, 35 280, 35 300 is our break even. So we're just 200 points away from our break even point. So if market settles exactly over here, then we are kind of going to make 14,000 rupee profit per set. But if market goes bullish, then we are going to go into loss. Correct. So we'll go into loss if market goes bullish. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want ourselves to go into loss. So this is the theoretical max loss that will be taking the spread. But rather, what I did is I created long positions when the price action started showing some sort of a bullish behavior. That is, we saw a bullish engulfing over here from the support. This high level got broken. We created long positions because the price action started showing us some sort of a bullish behavior. And due to that, and I'll tell you, if we didn't buy this, then we would have taken a loss of this 10k plus 14. Our loss would have been around 15k right now if we didn't buy this. But because we bought, now our loss is 5k. That is 2,500 rupee loss per set. Okay. The price action is continuing to be bullish. We'll continue holding on to this. If market falls down, I have actually kept a trail stop loss. That is whatever call option we bought, 35,000 call option that I bought, 228, I had kept a stop loss at 230. 230, oh, I, just a second. Okay, 230 trigger. So 228 we buy, 230 stop loss. If market falls down, that position will exit. Okay, market is falling down, we'll come out of this position. Will we make a loss over here in this position if market falls down? Come on, guys, let me know. Will we make a loss in this position if market falls down now? Yes or no? Let me see how many of you understand. Come on. At least, are you guys following me? See what I'm asking is, this one we bought as a protection. If market falls down, will we make a loss in this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, you understood. Like for 35,000 call,
We won't make
so if
any
it's,
loss because
yeah,
we
if it's,
fail. Correct. If price
so
falls,
if it's coming down, when you'll be exiting the 35,000 call?
it will be exited above its entry itself.
Oh, okay.
This will still come out in profit only.
Yeah,
Understand?
yeah, understood. Yes.
Okay, then this position will continue. Other position, whatever we had, will continue. Right?
Yes, yes, understood.
Yeah, then again it is coming inside our break even, right?
So you're making a safe move,
Yeah, exactly.
protecting.
Yeah. So
Yes.
we have created a bullish position because now if market goes bullish, then we need to protect ourselves.
So what you'll do if high breaks on Bank Nifty? You'll continue the call position and
Because that'll make me more profit. So as you can see there is this concept of delta that you guys should be familiar by now. So at the money calls they have more delta. So the profit that 35,000 is going to make me is going to be more than the loss that 35,100 is going to give me. Understand?
yeah.
You see the loss that we have is like some 1,500 rupees per lot. If I didn't buy,
Mm.
I would have taken a 20k loss if I didn't buy.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So if it continues to be bullish, nothing I had to do. I'll just hold on.
Mm.
Okay. If it goes bearish, then we'll come out of a call position that we bought at our entry itself. Then again, if it goes bullish, again we'll buy call. Same thing.
Yes.
Understand? So this is how you can actually protect yourself from the max loss. But you had to,
Right.
guys, to be pretty frank, by the time its position starts going in loss, most of you guys, including myself, used to panic before. We don't think what to do next.
100%.
Consider trading options like playing chess. Only then you can succeed.
Yeah.
Understand? Because you need to know how the premiums move. So once you understand them, then it becomes easy.
Correct.
So now I'll just quickly show you. Right now we are into small profit. Okay, because we manage it with the delta. We manage it with the positive delta. So else if we didn't do this move, we would have taken a loss of some 25k right now. But still we are not taking the max loss. Because see what you would have actually got panicked about option selling by reading textbook is, oh, max loss in this is 1.24 lakh. So I just wanted to say this is the extreme case, 1.24 lakh rupees loss you take. So somehow if you can manage it, you can come out of the positions, at least with a small profit. If I want, I can actually book these positions and come out, just wind up. I can just have my breakfast and just relax, right? Because we had done enough. So, but then I'll just show you guys. So because today is a rare, not rare, yeah, today is a rare case because too much volatility because of the election results, all those stuff. Okay. So now market is actually at the high, days high. Okay. So now either it should face rejection from here and then it should come down and hit our stop loss, or else it should kind of uh, continue breaking this high and moving up. So one particular aspect I just wanted to mention out to you guys is the fact that once again, Bank Nifty is like trading at a point where we could potentially realize the what do you say, a high profit if it expires here. If it expires here, we could actually realize a high profit if Bank Nifty manages to expire here. Okay. So any questions, anyone? So any questions you had, just let me know.
Hari, like if it is touching days high and coming back to the same position,
Okay, if it touches the
again second of
I'll tell you. So if it touches the same high and days high and comes back to our entry, we'll have a stop loss sitting. We'll come out of the trade. A symbol there.
yes, I understood that, but what happens after stop loss hitting? Again, it will going to
Again, it
break
will
it.
fall down. Then we'll have our max profit. No, it's still within our break. It's within our range only. No.
Yeah. Okay.
So if it falls down, then again it is coming back to our range. Okay. If it goes up, then we'll go in. Then we'll go in profit because our delta is more on the upside now. Okay. Net delta is positive. I'll take all your questions, like detailed questions if you have. I'll take it after the meeting. So
Yeah, Hari. Okay.
we don't have anything now. We don't have much to do. So if market falls down, then we'll have our trail stop loss kind of getting triggered. Market continues to pick up, we'll just hold. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So maybe there could be a strong rejection coming in over here. So now this is like a pretty crucial level for Bank Nifty. If this level can be broken or not. Guys, how many of you are there from Bangalore? 35,400 P is good for intraday. It's around 35,400 P is good for intraday. 35,400. 35,400 P is there for 400 rupee. Okay, so you're thinking about selling it. 34,500. Okay. 34,500 PE, you're thinking about selling it for how much? Thinking about selling it for 40. Okay, the 40 rupees triangle logic. Yeah, you can consider. With a stop loss of 70, you can kind of actually consider doing that. So today though I'm not doing anything, guys. So tomorrow tomorrow I'll be traveling to Bangalore. So Shiva, if you're free, let's catch up. So I'm just kind of meeting all the community members. So if you are free, I'll be in Marathahalli. I'll be there on Monday. Sorry, I'll be there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days I'll be there. So if you're free, let's catch up in this Marathahalli, Prestige Tech Park. Yeah, I'll be there in that Prestige Tech Park, Valence Tower, some building 4 or something. I'll be there. We'll just have a coffee and discuss rates. Maybe planning in Hyderabad. Maybe sometime soon. Let's see. So now, one aspect I just wanted to say: if the movement stops, okay, if the momentum stops, that is, if Bank Nifty stops its momentum, then we should kind of come out of the position. Why? Because that is the point in time when max theta decay will start happening. So theta decay on expiry days, we kind of actually see that common after Bank Nifty giving some sort of an upside move. If the movement stops after an upside move, if the movement actually stops, that is when the theta decay starts coming in like crazy, and we should kind of actually square off our positions. So that is something to be noted. If the movement stops, that is if the momentum is stopping, we'll square off all the positions that we have and then this come out. Then we'll do 40 rupees triangle. Okay, we'll do the 40 rupees triangle setup. If at any point in time the movement stops. Okay, that is this bullish momentum. If we see one bearish candle, that is some rejection candle we see getting formed, we'll just be exiting this, we'll just come out. Okay. Okay, so as of now, if I'm just looking into it, if I'm to look into the banks, see today, today the Dow Jones and all is positive. Nifty is up 2.3%. So now also it is bullish only. So we'll just wait for some more time. So as soon as we see some sort of rejection coming in, we'll just wind up our position. So Kotak Mahindra is really bullish, ICICI is bullish, Axis is bullish, IndusInd is bullish, SBI India is bullish, HDFC Bank, though it is going to break the day's high, it has not yet broken. So if HDFC Bank is breaking, then again good bullishness can come in. Okay, again very good bullishness can come in if HDFC Bank is also capable of breaking the day's high. So we'll just wait and see. That is not possible if rejection. So most probably, if we are to get a rejection, then we'll kind of actually see rejection coming in soon. If we are to get a rejection, okay. So if that is there, rejection is coming. Better we come out. We'll square off the positions. We'll wind up the day with this particular position. So this was our break-even range. Okay, this point was our break-even range. So as I mentioned to you, right now, the first rejection that basically comes in, it is better for me to just wind up all these positions and just come out. Why? Because that is when the first rejection onwards, we'll see some decay happening. So now also the bullish momentum is kind of sustaining. So as soon as we see some sort of a rejection kind of taking place, that would be the point in time that call options that we bought, okay, that is the one that is actually giving us some decent profits right now, would be showing the good big decay. So HDFC Bank, that is what is crucial right now. If HDFC is capable of breaking the day's high or not. If HDFC is capable of breaking the day's high, then we'll continue holding to the position. If HDFC is not capable of breaking the day's high, we'll just, then rejection will also come in. Then we'll come out. Okay. So this 5 minutes is crucial. Whether or whether not, we are going to continue in the positions. If rejection though will come out. Rejection. So rejection is coming in, guys. So just take home whatever we have, then just come out. Axis is showing some rejection. Kotak is picking up. SBI India is showing some rejection. Rejection. Okay.
ICICI also.
Yeah, everything rejection. Okay, so we just come out. Now maybe it is going to go up, but we didn't start this trade as a bullish position. We just started it with a neutral view. Neutral in the sense we started with a range bound view, but then our view completely went wrong, and somehow we have actually just managed to just come out. Okay, so we have actually come out of the position. So at one point in time, the okay now again it is breaking. Okay, let it be, no problem. So at one point in time, we were kind of up around some 5k, 5k, 6k. Okay, so by the time the rejection kind of started coming in, then as I mentioned to you, when the rejection kind of actually starts coming in, that is when the max decay happens. Okay, so we didn't want to continue if the rejection is to kind of be there, so we just exited out. And as I will just show you, 35 100 we bought it at we bought this 35 100. Where did we buy? Yeah, just a second. Yeah, so the 35,000 call option we bought it at 228. Okay, and we exited it at 3340. We bought it at 228, we exited at it at 340. So now market is again going bullish. Now it is trading at 370. So we missed 30 points. So 30 into 250. So we kind of actually missed like some 3k 4k profits, but it's fine. Okay, so anyways, you sold at the money put, great. Okay, just make sure you have a hedge. Okay, so now again market is going pretty bullish. So we came out of the point, we started seeing rejection, but it's fine, it's kind of fine. So if I'm to just think about how I could have done it better, so I personally feel, okay, I just waited for like uh, for that candle to complete. I could have done it better, but then no regrets, because this is a losing trade that we somehow managed to close it on the positive note. Okay, now one another aspect I just wanted to mention to make it specific why I exited. So first and foremost, I'll just take out the charts of HDFC Bank. So you see this. So HDFC Bank, after forming a bearish candle, again it started picking up. Okay. So the time I was exiting, this candle was looking like this, showing rejection from here. Okay. HDFC Bank. So the next case though, Axis Bank was also showing me rejection, same. So Axis Bank also started showing me rejection. I say Axis Bank though not big rejection or something. ICICI Bank also started, it formed a bearish candle out there that particular point in time. So that was the first bearish candle. So after a very long time, this was the first bearish candle that was getting formed. Okay, after like some continuous green candles getting formed, this was the first bearish candle that was actually getting formed out here in the very first place. So due to the very same reason, as I mentioned to you, so this like max decay kind of actually usually starts coming. So after a good upside move, when the movement falls or the momentum falls, that is when the major decay happens. Okay, so due to the very same reason, I personally felt, yeah, it would be kind of actually wise for me to get out of the position, because I felt, yeah, decay could come in or the price could also be rejecting down. And now I just wanted to mention why I bought the 35,000 call option. So 35,000 call option is what we personally bought. Why we bought 35,000 is because of the fact that, my God, my crazy bullish. So 35,100 call option is what we sold. So the closer by options or in the money options, they'll be having more delta as compared to options that is out of the money. So 35 100, if we are kind of actually quickly mentioning about it, 35 100 has had more delta, had less delta than 35,000. So how many ever size that we sold in 35 100, we bought the same size in 35,000. So if I in the Zerodha account, like if we sold 250 quantity, we bought 250 quantity 35,000. So obviously, 35,000, the rate at which 35,000 call options premium is going to pick up is going to be much higher. So I'll just show you a comparison between the two, 35,000 and 35. So Bank Nifty is still continuing to be bullish. So if you have a comparison between both are same. So this is the chart of 35,100. This is the chart of 35,000. Okay. So the delta is going to be higher. The delta is actually higher on 35,000 spike. Okay. And due to the very same reason, the rate at which the premium spikes up over here is going to be higher as compared to the rate at which the premium spikes up on 35,100. That is why we bought 35,000. So if you have this, have a look at this candle also. Here it is a red candle, but here it just started getting red. Correct? So here though it is already red. So here though it is like an inverted hammer because delta is higher over here. So small upside move, the reflection of a premium picking up would be higher over here. I'll quickly show you with respect to option chain also. Just have a look at the option chain. So if I just click on the Greeks part, so 35,000 call and 35,100. So how much is the delta of 35,000? How much is the delta? So the delta of 35,000 call option is 0.74 right now, whereas the delta of 35,100 call option is 67 now. Okay. So when I entered, when I was actually entering into this position, when I was entering into this particular trade, the delta of 35,000 call option was around around 0.5. Okay, around 0.5 was the delta of 35,000 call, not 0.5, 0.4 something, 0.45 something. 0.45 was the delta of 35,000 call. The delta of the 35,100 call option was around 30. Okay, that means the delta is higher always. Delta is higher for in the money options, and so as you go more and more away, delta will keep decreasing. So that concept is clear for all of you. Okay, so but now though today I'm not taking any position, guys. So tomorrow, like I'll be having a journey. So I'll just be having some office work and stuff. So I guess I have been able to mention out like how you could actually just manage the position if your view goes wrong. So I just simply wanted to say, most probably you don't have to do anything because this 1,200 point gap up and all it is not so common. Okay, it's not at all common, I would say. Yesterday the data was bullish. So yesterday, as per our discussion, the data was actually bullish only. Put option side was actually sold aggressively, but still we sold the call option because we didn't expect this much of a gap up opening. So we had a big gap up opening. Our range was 1,500 points, 1,200 points up it came, but somehow we kind of just managed by buying based on bullish price action out here. So once again, the bullish price action I'll explain. So this was the day's low of Nifty. We saw a bullish engulfing candle over here. So we waited for the follow-up candle, but then the follow-up candle was not good enough to go for a buy. So post that, what we kind of actually did is we waited for this candle to get formed. So this was also looking bullish. So now what I just did is I bought the call option, 35,000 call option, the at the money call option, this one. Exactly when this particular candle's high was getting broken, I bought it. That's it. Okay. So 35,100 is what we sold. 35,000 call is what we bought. So why 35,000 was bought is because we wanted more delta as compared to the call option that we sold. So today I'm not selling any options, nothing. Just winding up for now. Okay, so 40 rupees triangle, if somebody is to do the 40 rupees triangle, he or she should have actually sold a 40 rupee put option only because market starts to look bullish. So as per our rules, you wait till 10 o'clock and figure out what the trend is, and then you start off with your positions. So as far as today is concerned, since the outlook is kind of bullish, it's better that you sell only the put options and not the call options. Okay, so any questions, anyone who would like to ask any queries, anything you would like to ask? just feel free to unmute yourself and ask. So I'm just done for the day. So if you ask me like, should I have exited? If I didn't exit, it would have been better. But once again, so we didn't start off this trade with a bullish view. So it is just that we managed the position to be profitable. So I'm fine with it. And I just exited as my plan. That is, I exited as per my plan of getting to see the first rejection and coming out. Okay, so many a times there will be cases like this. After you exit, market moves as per your view, but it's fine. So if we didn't, to quickly mention, if we didn't do this particular position, we would have taken a loss of around, we would have actually taken a loss of around some, how much loss would we have taken? We would have taken a loss of 25K. So our loss would be 25K, or it would be 12,500 rupee per set. But once again, we are not taking the max loss. So max loss is 1.24 on the downside. So we won't be taking the max loss. On the upside, the max loss is like some 60K. So we are not taking the max loss there also. Okay. So any questions, anyone, feel free to ask on anything that we had done till now. Anyone can ask any questions.
What is the max profit for this setup?
Okay, so in this
If it is
particular,
in our
so in this particular setup, as I mentioned to you, so right now our break even is getting broken. Okay, so if the price settled over here, we would have taken 15,000 rupees profit per set here.
Yes. Okay.
If it comes here, 11K. So if it kind of actually comes here, 14K. Okay, so around 15,000 would be the max profit that you will be taking for this particular setup. But I just wanted to say 90% of the times, what you're going to do is you're going to make only this middle region profit. Whatever is the middle region profit, that is what is going to happen. See,
So
it's not so common that we have seen such big gap down. So
yeah,
normally it will open somewhere here only. In this range only it will open. Most probably it will open somewhere here. Okay,
and one more thing, Hari, is the setup you set by the sensible or by you?
Setup, obviously it is by me, man. Do you think sensible?
Okay.
So then one more thing, theoretically, the setup, the max profit is unlimited. Max profit is unlimited when price goes to 38,000, but that is impossible. So you won't have max profit. Just like Bank Nifty is picking up another 4,000 points today, then you'll have unlimited profit. Keep on increasing. That is impossible situation. Okay. So now I'll just quickly show you. Right now we see a rejection coming in. I'll just quickly show you how the premiums are looking. Just have a look. The Bank Nifty, though it shows a rejection, just have a look how the premiums are kind of dropping. Right? Premiums are also kind of dropping like crazy. So we exited somewhere here. Premiums are
so in this case, Hari, like if you're taking at the money, a call option or put option, so there will be drastically drop down in the premiums as well, correct?
Yeah, not drastic, but yeah, there will be a good change. So if, for example, it will be like 50% change. So if Bank Nifty is falling down by around some 30 points, premium would also dip by around half of that, 15 points.
Okay.
So that's how it goes. Then then there is there is Bank Nifty pivot setup also today. There is like an opportunity based on this, but this is also like confusion. Exactly over here it is closing. So better not. So any other queries, guys? Any other queries you have? Maybe if you have any query on placing order and all, ask me. No, I can show you some orders. If you want, just ask anything. Placing stop loss. Okay, that could be something I can mention about. So let's say that you want to, let's kind of actually say you want to buy this. It's just a random example. Let's say you want to buy the 35,100 call because you have a bullish view. So I would highly recommend that if you're getting started with trading, so you look at the price, you place a limit order. So maybe you're not going to get an entry if market picks up fast, but it is absolutely fine. Okay. You get started by practicing by placing limit orders. one lot you place. So example, I want to buy 3500. I'll just give you a quick example. Okay. So no logic, no trade logic is here. Just want to show you. Okay. So 35,100, what you should do is to type over here 35,100, or if you want, whichever strike you want, you would mention that. You click on buy. So if you want to trade the weekly expiry, just make sure the 10th March is there, else you'll be trading the monthly expiry. Just click on 35, this thing. Just mention the quantity you want. So intraday, overnight, that option is there. Okay, something I wanted to mention is if you're taking an overnight spread, the order type should be kept as overnight. If it is kept as intraday, so 315 will be exited. Okay, so if you want to buy it, please buy. So whatever is the price, you keep a limit. Okay. So by default, whatever is the current price, that would be marked as a limit. So if I want to buy this at 290, I can just place a buy limit order at 290. Limit order means at any value lower than 290, I'll go for a buy. I'll place a buy. Just an example. Okay, no logic is here. So I'm buying it at 290. It's 294. If it picks up, you will miss out your entry. Okay, right now I'll just quickly change. But if you have a view and if you're getting in, don't change. Okay, stick with your view. So 300 I'll just place for now. Okay, we bought it. So we bought it at 290 right now. Okay, so 290 we kind of actually bought it. Right now the price is trading at 294. So let's say that you want to keep your stop loss. So already you have bought it and you kind of, it's trading at 300 right now. You want to keep your stop loss, let's say at 290 itself. So what you should do is click on exit, click on sell. There is this thing called SL. Click on SL. So I want to keep my stop loss at 290 about. I want to keep my stop loss at 291. Click on 291. So this price should be always lower than the trigger. So here I'll keep it, give like a 10-point buffer because a big fall angle, maybe there can be slippage. So 291. So 290 I bought it. Now it is trading at 315. So I want to keep my stop loss at 290 itself. I'll keep it 291. Once again, I bought it at 290. So price is actually picking up. So once again, I'll just show you. I bought this as 290.25. Price is trading at 319 right now. 320 it is trading currently. So I just want to trail and keep my stop loss. Because I want to keep my stop loss at 291. So even if price comes down, I don't have any loss right now. So I just keep my trigger price at 291. So if price falls down at 291, my stop loss will be hit and I'll just come out of the trade. So this particular price is basically a limit price. So just give like at least like if you're trading options, give like 10-point, 20-point buffer you give, because a big fall is happening. Maybe your price will be skipped. Make sure if you're looking in front of the screen, it is fine. Make sure you give like a 15-20-point buffer. So here we'll give 281. Now, many of you ask this question. Okay, I entered into a trade. So this 64,000 loss is shown because the position that we took earlier is also there. Okay, that loss is also counted. Now, you want to modify your stop loss. What to do? Come on the orders. So now you know your trade is, you bought it at 290, it is trading at 320. You want to bring your stop loss to 300. Click on modify. You modify only the trigger price. Make the stop loss 300. Okay. So now your stop loss would be at 300. So again, now you feel, okay, market has picked up again. It is trading at 324. You feel, okay, market has moved in my favor. Now I need to, okay, there is a swing low that is getting formed. So based upon the swing low, my stop loss should be somewhere at 320 right now or 310 right now. You modify this to place your stop loss at 310. I'm just explaining you here. I'm not looking into any logic. Just showing you how modification everything can be. So 300 I modify, most probably will be hitting now. Here, now we'll have our stop loss getting to that. Okay, I didn't modify it. Modification didn't happen. Yeah. So modification has happened and we are just out of the trade. Okay. So position is squared off. So if you have a look over here, we bought it at 290, we exited at 320. So 30 points, 20 points, we scalped in this position. Okay. So this is how you place an order. This is how you modify the stop loss, place a stop loss. First time when I'm telling this, maybe it'll look tough for you, but it's very easy. Practice. To be honest, the platform where I place the trades, right? Motila, Loswell and all, the platform in which I personally trade, it is like 10 times tougher than this. 10 times at least, 10 times tougher than this. Because like that's too outdated. It looks too outdated. Now we are switching to 5 paisa. So most probably next expiry onward will be trading on 5 paisa. We are waiting for our terminal. Okay, so this is how you trade your stop loss. This is how you place an option order in options. Okay, so selecting the premium. Okay, so selecting the premium, all these things. You look into the charts. So have a look at the delta part. So that will actually help you. And we'll conduct more live trading sessions. Okay, so this one is an extreme case. As I mentioned to you, this spread most probably don't have to do any adjustment or management. So today we had a huge gap up. So this is why it is advised that you don't trade on event days. So today we have this election results coming. So that is an event. So better stay away from event trades. So hereafter, I personally won't be doing any. I won't be showing you also any demo trades on event days hereafter, because things are totally unpredictable on event days. Okay, but even if your view is going wrong, somehow you can manage. So that is the beauty of spreads. Okay, any questions? Anything else you guys would like to ask? Anyone? Just feel free. Any questions you have about your trades, about orders, about some other broker, anything you can ask. So I have access to a Upstocks account also now. Anything you have, you can ask me.
Hari, can you repeat once? How do you place the SL? I wasn't there.
Yeah, sure. Why not? So you
Yeah.
want me to show you how to place an SL order? Okay. So right now I showed you in an options. I'll show you in a stock now. Okay. So let's show you the charts of Infosys, Infi, and we'll just show you how to place a buy order and a stop loss order. So this is the chart of Infosys. Okay, let's take an example that I have a view that Infosys is going to, let's take an example, Infosys is going to go high, go above. Okay, so I feel, okay, market can go till here. I'll keep my stop loss over here, just an example. So this is a low. I want to keep my stop loss over here in Infosys. I have a bullish view on Infosys, expecting the price to reach till here. Okay. So ideally speaking, I personally will be buying only when the high level is getting taken. Only the high is getting taken. That is when the price managed to break above this, I'll be going for a buy. So if it is Infosys, then what you could kind of actually do is, so here also you can trade in Saroda. I personally haven't done it. So I'll show you this what I know. So which exchange you want, that you can select first of all. Now the second thing is, yeah. So intraday order or long term. So if it is intraday, click on intraday. And I want to go for a buy. Let's say I want to go for a buy when the price breaks above 1820. So if I want to go for a buy when it breaks above 1820, my trigger price for the buy should be kept 1820. And the price should be always higher than the trigger price. Let's keep it 1821. Or keep it 1820 itself. 1820 itself, trigger and the price. So what happens with this trigger prices? As soon as the trigger level is touched, this order gets converted into a limit order. As soon as the price touches 1820, this will become a limit buy order at 1820. As simple as that. So if I place a buy now, I'll be waiting. So only when the price touches this point, this order will get converted into a limit buy order at 1820. Now, I can actually keep. So I can actually keep a stop loss. I can just keep a stop loss for myself over here after I enter. So before entering, if you keep a stop loss, what will happen is, first, if the price falls down and hits your stop loss, it will become a sell off. So always keep a stop loss after you enter the trade. So here I'll just show you a quick example. Saroda, I guess drag and drop stop loss modification can be done. Yeah. Can you modify the stop loss by dragging it this way? Okay, I'm not really sure about this because I don't use it. Is it possible to how to modify this? Yeah, here. So let's say I want to modify my trigger to this point. I'll just modify. So as soon as the price touches here, I'll enter the trade. falling down. Okay. So I'll modify my stop loss here. So modification, order modification request. Should, okay, something wrong. Yeah. So I have actually entered the trade. Okay. So I have bought one quantity of Infosys. I bought it. Now so now the next thing I just wanted to show you is, let's say I want to keep my stop loss over here for this position. Let's say I want to keep my stop loss at 1817, just a random example. Okay. So ideally speaking, if I was trading intraday, this would be the point where my view was bearish, and I would keep my stop loss somewhere at 1812. If I want to keep my stop loss at 1812, what I should do is come to the position, click on modify, click on exit, click on SL, click on 1812. Always when you're selling, your trigger price should be higher than the price that you mentioned. So give at least like a 5-point buffer, I would say. So here let's give something like 1808. Okay. So for stops, you give something like a 5-point buffer, because big move, maybe a stop loss will be skipped. Give like a 5-point buffer, I would say, for stop loss orders. So if it is options, you give like 10 to 20 points buffer. Now, if you're trading in stocks, give a 5.5 rupee buffer. So I have kept a stop loss order also. If I see on the charts, you can see that when my stop losses. So it's not shown over here. Yeah. So this is where my stop losses. So if you want, you can modify your stop loss on the chart. Okay. So if you want to bring your stop loss up, you want to bring your stop loss over here. Click on modify. So your stop loss will be here. You want to bring your stop loss up again. Click on modify. To bring it up again. Click on modify. Now your stop loss will be triggered. Okay. Not getting triggered because we traded too much. So let's keep our stop loss over here. So the price comes down and touches this point, we stop. Okay. Now our stop loss is hit. So we are out of the position. So you don't have any.
Very, can we also set target like this? Target.
Target also, yeah. Why not? So same way in Infosys only I'll show you. So let's say that you have a bearish view. Okay, let's say we have a bearish view and you want to go for short position in Nifty. You're clicking on sell. So this time I'll enter at market price itself. That also I'll show you. So whatever is the market price I want to go for a sell right now, I'll keep sell. Okay, so we have solved it. I want to just keep a stop loss order. A stop loss and target both I'll show you. So first I'll keep a stop loss order for this. So stop loss, so we have short sold it, so a stop loss order should be buy. So let's keep a stop loss order at 1820. So 1820, let's keep our stop loss buy. Okay. So here we'll keep a buffer and keep it at 1825. Okay. So now I want to keep a target order. So that is my target. I consider my target to be somewhere at 1812. So I can place a stop loss. I can keep a target buy also at 1812. So here also give a little bit buffer. Okay. 1812, I'll keep my target buy. I'll place buy. So you see, just a second. Yeah. Okay. So when it kind of comes to the target buy, this particular time, limit order would do. So when it kind of comes to target orders, you can actually just go with the limit orders. You need not actually go for the SL order. Why? Because when it kind of comes to the stop loss order, right? So already the price is trading higher than this, so it doesn't make any sense. So limit order should be used. So I want to buy it back when the price is either 1812 or lower than 1812. So keep a limit buy at 1812. Okay, so we'll be here. So at any point in time, price falls below this, I'll buy. My order will get filled. So if I want to modify my target, if I want to bring it to the up or to the downside, that also I can do. So if I want to bring my stop loss to here, target to here, I can modify. So now my target is over here. The same way, stop loss also you can modify it to the upside or the downside both. You want to bring your stop loss up, you can modify. If you want to bring your target up, anything can be done.
Uh,
After
Hari, just
that point, just a second. After that, just make sure whatever order is pending after your target or stop loss, the other order you have to manually exit it. So I myself usually keeps only stop loss orders, target orders. I personally don't keep. Why? Because generally my target though, what happens is we keep on trailing it. Okay, so we kind of actually keep on trailing the positions. So for example, here also I showed you, I bought an option, then I, as fast as possible, like as the price picked up, we brought our stop loss above our entry. So in that particular case, our advantage is if the price falls down, also will come out in profit. So I keep on trailing. I usually have a habit of trailing. So stop loss though, we'll wait for our view to change. So only once the view changes, then we'll come out of the positions. Okay. So only after the view changes, we come out of the position. So that is how I usually do. So I usually don't go with a fixed target. So only once the view changes, I come out of the position. Okay, that is, if I have a view that market is going to continue bullish or bearish, I hold on to the position. So once the view changes, I come out. That is what I generally do. Okay, so here I can see the stop loss target both. If somebody was asking a question, please continue.
I was asking Hari, in this case, if one of it hits, made with the target, made with the stop loss, you will have to go and manually cancel the other order, right?
Yeah, of course. Because these are two separate orders. So now, when it earlier, guys, like I have actually uploaded a video on YouTube regarding order types in Seroda, and I have actually shown you a practical exposure of practical examples of each and every order type. So then Seroda had all these working, all these orders were there in Seroda: OCO, cover order, uh, limit, all the order types. There's something called as cover order where you enter both your stop loss as well as entry price together. There is something called as OCO. One cancels the other. Target and stop loss both will be there in the same order. But right now, Indian brokers, they don't give these order facilities at the moment. But in forex, in cryptocurrency and all, these orders are still there. Both target and stop loss you can enter exactly when you're entering the trade. So in one order itself, your entry order, stop loss order, target order, everything will go. Understand? Got it? So any questions, guys? Anything you'd like to ask?
Hari sir, can you share the recording of today's session on Discord, please?
Sure, Nitin. Why not? I'll share that. Okay. So yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure, guys. See, then one more thing I just wanted to mention. You guys, like, see, we are kind of actually conducting one particular meeting. We'll kind of actually be conducting a meeting on one ETH USDT trading setup that we are personally following. This coming 19th. So the 19th of this March, we'll kind of actually be conducting one particular meeting where we are discussing one ETH USDT setup that we are personally following. And on top of that, I just quickly wanted to mention out to you guys that the new version of our mobile application is released on both iOS as well as Play Store. So today we are kind of actually uploading some model portfolios also, that somebody who's just getting started in the markets who would like to get started with investing can personally follow. Got it? So you can actually download the latest app if you haven't done it yet. And on behalf of this particular, on behalf of this particular cryptocurrency meeting that we are going to conduct, we are also doing a giveaway. We will be sharing 100 USDT for one lucky winner. So if you are interested for the same, so there is a very high likelihood that you can actually get that $100. Why? Because the participants are very less. Okay. So I'll just share the link with you. Just comment down your friend's name and you get a chance to get 100 USD. Okay. And that can be used for getting started with cryptocurrency trading from our side itself. I'll just share the link with you. And those of you who are in Bangalore, I'm just looking forward to meet you guys this Saturday. So I'll just share the details on the group. So now you can see that our stop loss has got hit. So let's see what order, whether it was our target or the stop loss that got hit. We'll take the charts and see. So the other one, you had to cancel it manually by yourself. Okay, to share the screen. So on Infosys, as you can see, in this particular case, our target got hit. So our target order got hit. So the other order you'll have to cancel by yourself. Okay, cancel order. So now make sure that you don't have any pending orders and you are out. Okay, fine. So that's how it goes. So in fee it is like 1 rupee loss because we trailed our stop loss in the opposite direction. Okay. So anyways, so thank you all. So right now the Bank Nifty is like halting. So after a good upside move, Bank Nifty has halted its movement. So let's have a quick look at the premium chart of 35K. So 35K, the premium chart is once again at 340. This is where the premiums are once again. So that is more or less almost near the points where we exited, right? So 34K, so where did we exit? Sorry, 35K, we exited it at 340. So now once again the premium has come down, correct? This is because of this rejection that has taken place. And if you look into this particular chart, it is like the Bank Nifty trading. Okay, let it just plot. 35, 237 is that, yeah. So right now it is once again within the break even, but it's good that we just came out of the position. Okay. So now there is like fine. So it is showing rejection from here. So yeah, guys. So I guess you got some practical understanding about how to do these things in real time. And I'll share the recording in the group. So thank you all for your time. Have a great day.